Hi subscribers and welcome back to the channel. My name is Dominic James Murray, CEO and founder here at Cameron James. Okay, so today we're going to be discussing a topic which we get a question a lot from our clients. Do CETV values increase with age? Okay, so to start off with, generally speaking, the answer to this question is yes, because the closer you get to your normal retirement age, the scheme then has a more accurate understanding of what they will need to pay you in retirement. Now, with inflation currently speaking running very high, but the general average of inflation running at between 2 to 3%, generally speaking, each year they would have to give you a bigger CETV value in order to keep up with the pace of inflation for your future retirement years. So the technical answer is yes. However, it's really not as simple as that. And there's a huge number of other factors which go into this. So what this means is you shouldn't be saying to yourself, oh, I'll wait to my normal retirement age because I'll get a bigger CETV. Because a lot of the time, all they're doing is actually keeping you in pace of inflation. If you say did a pension transfer at age 55, 10 years before your normal retirement age, and you invested in a 65% equity weighted portfolio with an average return of maybe 8 or 9% per annum, cost of maybe 1.5% per annum, you actually would have outperformed inflation over the course of that period. Obviously, inflation is currently running very high, but the average is around 2 to 3%. So it doesn't necessarily mean that if you wait until the end, you'll get a bigger CETV and you did a better job with your pension asset. Not necessarily. If you took the pension earlier, did good investments, had a balanced or adventurous risk profile, you could likely or possibly outperform your DB scheme anyway. However, my real advice to people would be, do not try to time CETVs. I have seen this many times over. Transferring your final salary pension is a long-term decision. You're going to have that money invested for maybe 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 years. Whether your CETV has gone up or down or 1% or 2% or even 10%, in the grand scheme of things, it doesn't matter. And some clients get so worked up on their CETV value. Say, I'm not going to get another CETV until another 12 months. Can I get another free one? And for me, I'm like, you're worried about spending £250 on a second CETV when you've got a rising interest rates at the moment, which are drastically going to affect your CETV value and actually going to drag it down. So do not try to be too clever with your CETV values, because generally speaking, you can get caught out. I've had clients said, I'm going to wait for a new CETV because I think X, Y, Z. They then get their second CETV and it's gone down by 6, 7, 8, 9%. They then feel completely stuck, because they're like, well, now my CETV is worse. Dominic, I'm going to wait for a new one. I'm like, well, what are you waiting for? We're currently in an environment where interest rates are having to be risen by the government, but to try and keep inflation in check. So at what point over the next decade do you think there's going to be another time when the UK government brings interest rates down to 0.1 or 0.25%, 0.25%, as they did in 2020 and 2021 for the pandemic? It's been a very long time, and on the 17th of March and on the 5th of May, our base rate went up to 75 bips and 1% in the UK. The UK government took 13 years for them to move away from what they did in 2008. They're not just suddenly going to say, oh yeah, let's drop it back down to 0.1, because it would just show that they're just playing around with it too much and the economy can't handle that. So what I would say to clients is, do not try and mess around with CETV. Any CETV value you have doesn't necessarily mean a pension transfer is suitable for you anyway. You need to do a thorough analysis of your situation, have a final salary report written for you to understand if a transfer is suitable for you without overly concerning yourself on the exact CETV value. If you wish to discuss your CETV with us in more detail, you can go to the description section below. You can book in via my Calendly. You'll receive an automatic due diligence email from ourselves and you'll be booked in. If you wish to have a slightly more informal conversation, you can also use the WhatsApp button in the description below to have a conversation, or you can just email me directly on dominic.murray@cjfinance.co.uk. Okay, so guys, I hope this is helpful in terms of understanding CETVs and whether you should wait until later in life. I would always say the answer is no. You should do proper financial planning right now to find out whether or not a transfer is even suitable for you. If a transfer is not suitable for you, based on a large range of other factors, which you can find many videos discussing this already. So what your level of retirement income in, what other assets you have, what is your capacity for loss, what is your risk profile, can you afford for your new SIP provider where maybe you transfer your final salary is going to drop by 10 or 20% in a crisis? Would this affect your retirement, etc., etc.? There's so many other factors that are more important than your cash equivalent transfer value. The cash equivalent transfer value is not what the PTS looks at and says, oh wow, this guy's got a multiple, this woman's got a multiple of 35 or 40 or 45, that's a transfer. No, it doesn't work like that. There's far more regulation in place or guidance in place from the FCA of what is and isn't suitable for you. Guys, please like, subscribe, and share our videos if anyone else you think might be find it beneficial. We're trying to get 1,000 subscribers at the moment, so let us know our content is valuable. Guys, I look forward to speaking with you on the next video, and as always, take care of your pensions. Thank you.